everybody, what's up? Killjoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. As a huge R.L. Stine fan, I am very excited to talk about the new Fear Street movies that are coming to Netflix in July. I can't wait to tell you all about them, but before I do that, I'm gonna need y'all to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Also, please consider supporting me on Patreon. The link for that will be in the description below. Alrighty, now let's get into it.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Well, I'm Pennywise the dancing clown.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast!
You son of a...
God, don't do that.
Well, sometimes that is better.
So you might know R.L. Stine from the Goosebumps books, but he also released a more adult series later on called Fear Street. Finally, we have some movie adaptations of some of those stories coming to us on Netflix in July. Not one movie, not two movies, but we are getting 3 whole movies over the span of 3 weeks in July. It is something that has never been done before with this whole binging movies idea. Netflix has released entire seasons of television shows all at once before, but they've never done anything like this, where it's all in a short span of time. They're releasing an entire franchise of movies. This is going to be a wild experiment that could totally go one of two ways. It's a huge risk. It could be a big flop and not be very good because it's one person who I'm going to talk about in a second here who is doing all 3 of these movies. Russ Duffer. And she's married to one of the Duffer brothers? Holy shit, this is so fucking cool. Oh my god, I gotta put that reaction in the video. As you can tell from my reaction right there when I was actually looking up who the director of this is, her name is Lei Janik, whatever. She is currently married to one of the Duffer brothers and is making the new Fear Street movies. So there's so many cool things about this person. I'm so excited to talk about her. Not only is she native to Northeast Ohio, just like myself, she is also a film director. And I'm kind of like a wannabe film director, so we have that in common at least. She is, of course, way more successful than I am and made a movie back in 2014 called Honeymoon that I guess was pretty good. It's currently on Tubi, you can watch it there, or Vudu or Crackle if you have those. I've honestly, I don't know anybody who has Vudu or Crackle, if I'm being totally honest. Tubi is free though, so if you want to check out this movie for free, there you go. I'm going to be watching it tonight just to learn a little more about her style and what she's going to bring to the table with these new movies. Did I mention she's married to one of the Duffer brothers who did Stranger Things? Oh, I did already? I'm sorry, I'm just too excited about that. Now this is a very, very ambitious concept here. It's one thing to do one movie and try and get it right, but to do 3 different movies that all connect somehow, this is going to be insanely difficult for her. And apparently they're already through, they filmed it, they've edited it, they're kind of just in that final phase where they're kind of just getting it ready, obviously, for the for it to drop on Netflix. I have so many mixed feelings about this. Obviously, I want her to succeed. She's a Northeast Ohio gal, so I'm in support of her, of course. But 3 movies at once, man. I mean, who could? There's nobody, I don't think, that could release 3 movies being made all at the same time. I mean, the thing about that though is it is kind of the same movie. It tells one story that it tells 3 different stories, but they're all connected. So it's basically just making one long ass movie, but it's still just insanely ambitious. I am worried that maybe there's one or even 2 of these movies could be flops, unfortunately, but I still think I have faith in these movies. They have great concepts. The first one is called 1994, and it's going to be kind of a mock of Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer, very similar to those types of slashers, where it kind of has a meta lens and it's a little silly. Obviously we'll have phone calls and a murder mystery there. The other one is 1978, which is obviously Halloween, came out that same year, and will probably reference Friday the 13th as well. It's going to be a slasher that takes place at a summer camp. And then the last one, which is really bizarre, takes place in 1666, in early America. That was inspired by Terrence Malick's The New World. And if you don't know what that is, maybe a better reference would be The Witch from 2016, very similar to that kind of vibe. I'm very excited to see how all these movies connect. I can see something happening in 1978 connecting to something in 1994, but how do you connect the story from 1666 all the way to now? I'm so excited to see how all these connect like that. Janik says it's kind of a hybrid, it's kind of a new thing. It's a mix between a traditional movie and what would be considered traditional TV. Each installment, each part, tells its own story, but it's also very connected to the next piece. That is a very exciting thing for me as a filmmaker. These movies will also star Sadie Sink from Stranger Things, Kiana Madeira from Trinkets, and Chiara Aurelia from Cruel Summer. So all of these movies connect around like a 300-year-old incident according to like the description of the movies, which I'm assuming is what happens in 1666. There's of course 3 6s in that year date, so obviously it's gonna have to do something with the devil, I'm sure. And it's going to be terrorizing the fictional city of Shadyside, Ohio. Once again, Ohio. I love how everyone from here is so passionate about it, even though it totally sucks. We know Ohio is terrible, but we're still like, yeah, Ohio, let's go. I'm sorry this video is all over the place. I am just so excited. R.L. Stine, I've always been like such a huge fan of him since I was a kid. I was terrified watching the Goosebumps TV series as a kid. I go back and watch it now and it's like, it's really goofy, but it's still a great time. I've even gotten into some of the books now as an adult. Like I've really actually started to read some of those, and they're good. They're good books. Like they're only like 90 pages, but they're fun. I haven't read any of the Fear Street books, but like I think I'm gonna try to if I have any free time from here to July. I would love to just sit down and read one of these, like one of the ones that these movies are based off of course. You'll be able to see part 1, 1994 on July 2nd on Netflix, and then part 2, 1978 on July 9th, and then part 3, which is 1666 on July 16th. I am so excited to see these movies, but what do you guys think? Are you like a fan of like Goosebumps or R.L. Stine and you want to check this out to see like what his more adult version of these kind of stories are gonna be? Because I know I am so excited for that. Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching my little update on Fear Street. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Follow my pages on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Just look up Killjoy Jake and I'll come up. Make sure to subscribe to my second channel, Movie Smoothie, where I review everything that isn't horror that I watch. Like, I'll eventually be posting on there sometime soon. You can check that out by going to my little channels tab here on my page, and hopefully you subscribe. Please consider supporting me on Patreon as well. The link for that will be in the description below. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.